You know, I used to feel bad about gooning, and I still think it's something I shouldn't do. But the weird or the bad part is I don't even feel bad about it anymore. Like, I'm just able to go into it, I'll goon, and then I'll just come back out. And that feeling of like that heart wrenchingness that I used to feel, I don't feel it anymore. I think that's a bad thing. I think that's a bad thing. Either it's because I'm desensitized to it, or it's because I just don't think it's bad anymore, or I think that I've I'm stuck in it, so there's no point feeling bad about it. Like it's just something that happens now. Either way, I don't think it's something that's good. I think I still feel bad about it. Um, but like the case scenario is you just get rid of gooning, and so my plan to get rid of gooning, I'm gonna revisit the materials I used to read and watch. I feel like I was like getting to a point there, but then I just like gave up or I just stopped. The first thing is the freedom model. This is one of the best books you will ever read, and I'll make a lot more videos on this, like explaining the concepts of the freedom model, especially if people want to see them. Um, but this is like the book that flips everything down. Like if you watch 100 nofab videos, maybe 99, even 100 of those videos will be against this book, like in their concepts. So like the things that you see in the mainstream is completely either misinformed or they're just wrong. Even if the people have good intentions, like even if the person behind the camera wants you to quit gooning or they want you to quit watching porn, they still will be going about it in the wrong way or they'll be giving you the wrong information. And like once you read this book, there's such a fundamental mindset shift that you're just unable to go back to the previous thing. Like I've genuinely tried to go back to like the nofap mentality, and I'm just like, yeah, but no, like it just doesn't work anymore. But information alone doesn't lead to action, and so that's the missing piece for me, that like okay, I know this is the right thing now, and like I have much more accurate worldview of it, but it hasn't resulted in me shifting to not gooning. So that's the piece I'm trying to discover. But like it's definitely a massive step up, because once you realize, and the whole crux of this book is that it puts you back in power. So it gives you your free will back. Because the whole rhetoric with the nofap community is that this is an addiction, and then this is like a brain disease or something like that. And then this book teaches you, and it backs it up with the science. It teaches you that no, wait, regardless if it's a brain thing, you are still in control, and you actually still have X, Y, and Z. And there's a lot of nuance to it, and that's why I'm not going into it right now. But it's very liberating. It's extremely liberating. In fact, I think I'm gonna make videos just teaching these concepts. Maybe that'll help like reinforce it back into me. And that should be exciting. The next book is the Unlocking the Emotional Brain by Bruce Ecker. That is really good, and it seems to be, I mean, still in the early stages, but it seems to be the missing piece between the knowledge part and then the action part. It's a whole, it's based on coherence therapy, which seems like a good concept so far, but I'll have to see how it is in action, obviously. But that's my plan for right now, and yeah, man, I just want to stop gooning. I just because it's like this part of my life which doesn't seem to be affected by any other parts, and it doesn't seem to be affecting the other parts, but it's a part I desperately want to get rid of. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, how can something that doesn't affect your life affect your life? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't feel like me. And every time I go into it and come out of it, it's just like, get out of my life. Like, I don't want you anymore. Why am I still doing it? Yeah, I just want to get rid of that. I don't know if it's desperation or whatever you want to call it, but I'm so ready to be done with it.